Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm in Texas. We're in Texas. Romeo came with me to Christmas with my family this year. Oh, let's go. Wanted to find some really cool stuff to flip, thrift flip. Hopefully we can find some really unique stuff that we can't really find in LA and make some really cool pieces for your home or my home. We're at the first Goodwill. We're gonna go to Fredericksburg, Kerrville, and into San Antonio. So we got a big day, so I'll see you inside. I always find these, they're like trays that used to have bottoms, and I always see them in all different shapes at the thrift store, and these are half off, so they're $2. I'm trying to think of something clever to do with them, like turn them into some kind of wall hanging or for jewelry or something really cool. I kind of like the circle one to try something out. I think I'm gonna get the circle one. It'd be $2.
Mom, are you having fun?
I'm having a blast.
The amount of plates and glassware that's in here is absurd. It's like we never need to go shopping anywhere else. We need to start reusing all this stuff. Oh my god. We just found a whole bunch of Kodak carousels to make the pendant light that I made in my last thrift flip. 99 cents. These are cheaper than they were in LA. So I found this planner with the same kind of gold tips that I did on my last planner that I changed into coasters, but it's 99 cents. And I thought it would be really cool, like you guys' idea, to do a jewelry holder for when you travel. It might look cool, and I could like put some like holders inside.
Okay, so it's officially the next day. After a very long day of thrift shopping, we went to 3 different towns and 6 different thrift stores, but we found some really good stuff. One of the things that I found was this set of 3 baskets, and they're tiered, so there's a small, medium, and large. Originally, they had it for $9.77. They were 70% off, and then an additional 10% off that day that we went. So these were $2.64 for the set of 3, which is crazy. I'm thinking we're gonna be turning these into a tiered basket pendant light because I love a good pendant light. So in order to make this pendant light, you're gonna need a light kit. This one's $9.99 from World Market, but you can get some really pretty fabric ones as well from Amazon. I'm also gonna be using an Edison bulb to it, but I always use LED lights, whether they're Edison bulbs or just regular bulbs. Choose LED because it's not gonna put off a lot of heat and it's not gonna catch anything on fire. 12 gauge gold wire. So first thing we're gonna do, I'm going to cut off the handles off of these baskets. So just using some wire cutters, these are pretty big ones, just kind of snip that off. They're basically going to stack in each other like this. I want the light to sit in the largest one, so the light's gonna be up here, so that the light can shine down from the top one really well through the medium and the small. I'm gonna cut the bottom of each basket in the medium and the small out, so then the light just shines perfectly down. In the large size, I'm gonna just cut a hole big enough for our pendant light. Mark where I need the circle to be. So you can kind of see my circle. I'm using scissors because I have all of these tools at home, like the little wire cutters, the jewelry cutters that would be perfect for this stuff. But I'm in Texas and I don't have them here. So this is working. You know, you can always find a way. Voila. I'm gonna feed in the pendant light and see how much more we need to take off. Here's our part. So we just need to take a couple more pieces off of there. Okay, so now, voila, it fits in there really good. Now we need to cut off the bottoms of the other 2 baskets and then wire them in. So the bottoms are out of both of these. So now we're gonna take some of our 12 gauge wire, and you can use any gauge really, just strong enough wire to attach them together. Just matching up these two rims. So I'm gonna kind of attach it the outside and then attach it to the inside so that it hangs in place. So I'm gonna cut up a little piece of wire. Just loop it around this top section because it's the thickest and most strong. And then this part is gonna attach to our larger one. Now we're gonna loop it into our large one. And then we're gonna wrap it around this outside piece to hold it in place. And then just loop it around itself on the inside. I can't finish the light if you're on top of my table.
How'd you get up there?
So one down, so that's attached. Now we just need to do one more. This is actually really cool. This is pretty. If I find a place for this in my house, then I'm gonna switch this out for a black cord. Moment of truth.
Nice.
Wow. Wow, that looks cool. High five. Was this silver serving tray, and I actually see these all the time at Goodwill or other thrift stores, and I actually picked up some other great things from Goodwill to kind of transform this. So I found this big spool of yarn for $4.99. I found a whole pack of wool linen mixed yarn that is super expensive when you buy it individually. This had a regular sticker on it for $68 and I got it for $3.99. So we're gonna be using that too. So basically my idea is to hang it on the wall like this with the handle at the top and the bottom. Then I went to World Market and I found this little incense dish on sale. I think it was on sale for like $3. I wanna rest it right on the inside of the rim of this tray and turn it into a candle holder. So the first thing that we're gonna do is glue this little dish. I'm just gonna put some E6000 glue right on the edge and the bottom of this rim to glue it down. And just let it dry really well and then we'll move on. You could actually find like a coaster at the thrift store or something that's even just flat, not curved. Okay, so while that dries, I'm gonna kind of start building the pieces to our tassel that we're gonna hang on. In this smaller yarn, I'm gonna probably start off with like 25 of them because it is so much smaller, and then just cut them the same length. So I'm gonna kind of mix the small and the large yarns together. I don't know a better way to do that than just literally mixing them. I don't know. Okay, then we're gonna add it to this bottom one and slip all of the pieces of yarn into this hole. I'm just gonna take another piece of this thicker cotton yarn and make the kind of head of the tassel. So I'm gonna wrap it around the top or the front of the tassel. And then I'm gonna make a knot in the back of the tassel. So I have these silver little beads, and I'm gonna use some wire to get the beads onto the yarn. Put the yarn through the wire and then feed some of the beads right onto the end. If you slide it all the way up, you can slide it onto the yarn more easily. Make a little knot in the yarn to keep those beads in place so it stops it, and then keep going until you have as many as you want. And then we're just gonna cut all of these to be a similar length. So because the metal circle is so small and the candle will sit so, not really close to the top, but close enough to heat up the metal, I'm gonna show you guys what it will look like with a pretty candle. But my recommendation would to either do a smaller votive candle, but I still think it'll heat up this metal, not as much as a larger candle, but somewhat. But you could also get the fake kind of flickering lights that give the kind of feeling of having a real candle, but without the danger of it heating up, especially next to a wall. So I'm gonna show you guys what it would look like quickly with a lit flame. I would definitely suggest getting a fake or faux candle or a very small votive candle. So for our last thrift flip, I had previously found a planner at a different thrift store that I turned into coasters for my last thrift flip video. And you guys had a great idea to turn it into like a travel jewelry case or just a jewelry little pouch. And so I was really excited when I found this planner. It's very similar. The only difference is that it's not all leather. It has this like really pretty kind of like icy gray corduroy. And the inside, it doesn't have a zipper. It was 99 cents. Plan is to actually add a zipper to it, but you guys could be on a mission to find a planner with a zipper at a thrift store to transform into a jewelry case like this one. So I got the planner, I got my 22-inch zipper, completely zip top, the side, and the bottom. I got 1/4 yard of vinyl or faux leather so that we could build all of the little insides like the pouch and necklace holder, part for rings, and then a part for earrings. We are not gonna sew this either. I never used this glue before, but I got Loctite vinyl fabric and plastic glue, and it's supposed to be really strong, but also flexible. First thing that I'm gonna do is glue in our zipper. We're gonna unzip the zipper and then kind of start at the top, working our way around the edge all the way down to the bottom. Okay, so now we've let the zipper dry for about 1.5 hours. I'm gonna cover the entire inside of it with this leather so that it's like really pretty on the inside, because that's not too cute. So instead of putting the leather side up on the inside, it's kind of looking too much like the outside of a planner instead of the inside, but the back is kind of like this like rougher felt feeling. It's not suede, it's rougher than that. So I'm just gonna glue down the backing with that same Loctite glue. Okay, so we're obviously not in Texas anymore. We are back home in LA. After doing almost 2.5 thrift flips that day, I was getting really tired and our flight was the next day. So I'm back in LA and I'm ready to finish this little planner. It's time to add the little holders. So on this side, I want to do some necklace hooks with a pouch just to hold them in place. And then I want to do 3 strips of leather here, 2 for earrings and 1 for rings maybe. So I'm gonna create little loops like this in the leather, and I cut these 3/8 7-inch wide, and then I'm gonna glue them down here all in a row, and 4 of them. So the necklaces will slip in here and hook, and then they'll hang down. So I want to put a little pouch on the bottom. You can actually make this out of like felt and then put a piece of elastic along the top if you're handy with a sewing machine. Then it'll really cinch your necklaces in there. What I've done is I've cut a little piece of leather and then I put a slit in the bottom here so that when I glue it down, it'll be a little bit open like that so that I can slip the necklaces in and they'll stay pretty tight, a little bit tighter than not having anything. So on this side, I'm gonna do 3 strips, 5-inch strips like this, and 2 of them are gonna be for earrings, and then 1 is gonna be for rings. And I found these heavy duty snaps at Walmart, and they were so pretty. They're like kind of brassy colored, not really gold, but kind of subtle. So we're gonna be putting them on the ends of each strip to take them off and put them on, take them off, so that we can actually put our jewelry on it. I'm just gonna follow the instructions on the packet. And now the snap is on our little flap, and then we're just gonna glue the other side down right onto this planner, and then we'll be able to snap it on and off. So for our earrings to actually go onto the leather, we need to poke holes. So I have this little leather puncher. It actually comes in really handy, but you could also use a ice pick if you have it. So I just marked where I wanted my holes to be, and I'm just gonna press this down into the leather and punch a hole. And it comes out. So then it'll look a little something like that. And then we'll have 4 sets of earrings on each of the 2 strips. So now we're just gonna start to glue them down and then glue down our snaps. And that's about it. If I had thought about this before I put this backing down, I could have sandwiched the snap in on this backing. So you guys do that. I made the mistake so you don't have to. Glue it down. So I hope you guys enjoyed these thrift flips and coming along with me to Texas to see what we can find. Definitely found some really cool things in addition to the stuff that we flipped today. So Romeo and I are going to be doing a complete haul of all of the things that we both found, because he found tons of great pieces of clothing over on our Romeo and MaCenna channel. So hopefully I'll have that video up tomorrow so that you guys can kind of see like more of a vlog of our trip, a little bit more of my family, and all the things that we found and all the thrift stores that we went to. We went to like 9, I think. So I hope you guys liked this video, and if you did, definitely hit the like button below. We hope you guys are having a great new year, and if you're not already part of our DIY family, definitely hit the subscribe button below. I post new DIY, room makeover, thrift flip videos every Sunday. So we will see you guys next Sunday. Bye guys! Oh!